A huge knockout by Barroso against O'Hara Davies. Controversial stoppage by Tony Weeks. We're going to talk about it all right now, right here on the Masterflex Boxing Channel. All right, y'all. So I am going to be talking today about the Ortiz-Lawson card that happened last week. I know I'm hella late. I've been hella inconsistent. I'm moving tomorrow. I've been doing school work. Between all that, it's been kind of hard getting some stuff out. But as of tomorrow, I will be back on the normal schedule. I'll be pumping these videos out like freaking crazy. And we're going to get right back to it. But today we're going to talk about, because I really wanted to talk about this because it was super controversial, the final fight. And then on top of that, the crazy freaking Barroso versus O'Hara Davies fight. That was wild. But we're going to start from the Curiel versus Elias Diaz fight. So, I mean, there's not really much to talk about here. Curiel dominated the whole damn fight. Really messed up Diaz's eye. And that was just kind of like the downfall of the fight. He just couldn't see for like basically most of the fight. And then that was it. That's all she wrote. You know, Curiel won by TKO in round 8. And that's because, you know, ref, he just sustaining too much damage to that eye. He couldn't even see out of it, you know. Next fight I'm going to go over is Arnold Barbosa Jr. versus Endon Jenny. Again, another dominant win by Arnold Barbosa. It was from start to finish, he was just putting it on in Don Jenny. So yeah, I'm sorry. Arnold Barbosa won by TKO round 9. Not much really else to say on that fight. So next fight I'm about to get into. This fight was freaking crazy, man. So this was supposed to be like O'Hara Davies is like a coming out party. Barroso had just recently lost to Rolly Romero, a very controversial loss, if I might say. Do you want me to be honest? I think Rolly Romero is garbage. I think he's a trash ass fighter. I think his most redeeming moment is that he had some success against Gervonta Davis, and what ended up happening in that fight? He got knocked the hell out. So I mean, that's about it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go fight Garcia, which I don't think he's gonna win that fight either. I think he'll get some punches landed because Garcia is pretty raw and not defined enough yet as a boxer. He's got that raw power in him. But I think Garcia wins that fight either way. But Barroso, bro. Catch, counter, left hook, sat his ass down, boy. Davies didn't even know what the hell hit him. He hit him so hard. Bro got up, and you could see it in his eye. He was not there. And then the ref let him. If I'm the ref, I'm stopping it right there. You could see from the fight, Davies is not there. He ain't there at all. Like, bro is so out of it. Lets him continue. What happens? Barroso puts it on him with them hooks, sits his ass down again. And then after that, finally the rep was like, "Yeah, nah, bro, you done had enough. It's over with." And like, boy, that was that, and it was round one. Round 1, like we didn't even get to see anything of Davies after that, bro. Like it was that quick, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I need to see that rematch against Rolly Romero. Because that man, 40 years old, put it on Davies, bro. And Rolly escaped with a victory against Barroso. Because that was a controversial stoppage. I just want y'all to know. I don't know if y'all saw that fight, but that shit was controversial. But, yeah, Barroso need to run that shit back with Romero. But Romero ain't going to do that shit because Romero know what Barroso comes with, bro. So, yeah. And then the main event, Virgil Ortiz versus Fred Lawson. Okay, so this fight, I mean, I'll be honest with you. From the beginning of the fight to the controversial stoppage, I don't think that Fred Lawson had anything to give Ortiz. I think Ortiz, whether that fight went 10, 12, 4, 5, I don't even think it would have went 6, to be honest. Virgil Ortiz was going to knock his ass the hell out, whether it was a controversial stoppage or not. If anybody thought that Fred Lawson was gonna give any kind of work to Virgil Ortiz, yeah, you're out of your mind, because bro, within the first 10 seconds of the fight was dominating him. So it's crazy. It's crazy to think that, you know, he was gonna give him anything. He wasn't gonna last 6 rounds. He wasn't gonna last 6 rounds. Now, that being said, this is another controversial stoppage that surrounds Tony Weeks, and I think at this point, when this happens way too many times, you gotta, like, as a commission, I think you need to, you know, make him retire, suspend him, you know, or he, like, something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. Now, I did see on Twitter, you know, Twitter ain't got all the most accurate news. You know, a lot of stuff is rumors, but I did see on Twitter people were saying that he had gotten checked for an aneurysm or something like that, a brain scan, and they found an aneurysm. But I don't know how credible that is. I didn't really look too far into that, but like, I don't think that had anything to do, because it's not the first controversial stoppage that Tony Weeks has had. You know, this happened multiple times. This is not the first time this has happened. It is a controversial stoppage, and I think that Lawson had plenty more to give, but what he was going to give wasn't going to do anything. He wasn't going to make it out of 6 rounds. He wasn't going to make it out of 6 rounds. So yeah, controversial stoppage, but was it, like, honestly, I think he was saving him, because from what it was looking like, Virgil Ortiz was going to tee off on his ass. And I understand that, you know, it's been a long layoff for Virgil Ortiz, and, you know, he wanted to get that work in. But, I mean, either way, take it for what it is. Lawson wasn't going to give you anything that you were looking for. You need to fight a bigger fighter. You know, Fred Lawson is not the guy you should be fighting. You need to start fighting these guys in the top 3, top 5, you know. And I get the long layoff. You're looking for a tune-up fight, but dude, within the first 10 seconds, bro, you were beating his ass. Doesn't matter if he lasted 30 seconds, 6 rounds. Like, he wouldn't have made it 10, 12. It wouldn't have made it that far. And you could see it. Controversial stoppage or not. So, not trying to take away from the controversial stoppage, because it was that. And I think Tony Weeks should be suspended, or either that, should retire. And I think if that hasn't happened by now, you know, it should happen ASAP. So, yeah. That is the whole fight card. I wanted to get this video out because, like I said, this may or may not be the last video in this apartment here. So yeah. So yep, that's the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah.